Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the euro currency. So yesterday we've got two major events. First is the European Central Bank meeting, second is the inflation in the United States. So on the European Central Bank meeting probably in other conditions, it might be really a revolutionary statement. It might be really treated as a hawkish statement. It's because Christine Lagarde said that they stopped the bond buying program by the summer, and currently it's already, the information shows, the futures shows that approximately 11 basis points rate change is already priced in by the July meeting. But as you understand, in the current circumstances, when you have the inflation in the European Union around 6% or even higher, the 11 basis points by July, this is like, I don't know, something like the pie to the elephant. So it actually provides, you can see even the reaction on the markets, and all the statements have been missed and ignored by the price action and by the investors, and mostly market stands indifferent to the statement from the European Central Bank, because as usual, it seems that European Central Bank is absolutely losing the control over the situation, and they can't provide something really valuable to the market, some important information, because everybody already stands in habit with the anemic decisions that has been made in the recent probably couple of years. So which is more interesting is of course the inflation in the United States, which is about 8%. It's really high, on highest levels in the last 30 years probably. So, and from that standpoint, this is indeed something. It's just because it tells that chances that Fed still will return back to the idea of the 0.5% rate change in March, still significant. But at the same time, this data stands for February. This is before the conflict escalation and before starting of the money flow to the United States from the Europe. It means that the current inflationary pressure is not absorbed yet, not impacted yet by the new additional capital that flow to the country. And it means that in the next month, for example, in April for the March, and especially in May, we probably could get a bit slowed down in inflation, because it United States economy will be supported by the European money. Fed, of course, also sees that, and actually maybe they will still make the decision to change the rate for 25 points. We'll see. But in general, the really high inflation is a headwind for the euro currency, not just because of the inflation, just because of the coming more aggressive rate change in the United States and increasing value of the United States dollar. So this in general supports our long-term view. We do not see any good factors and drivers for the euro currency that could change the bearish context for the currency, and we do not see any big reasons to change by far the long-term view that market should go lower. Speaking on our situation that we have with this Brent bottom, you can see it started pretty accurately, as we said. So currently, guys, those of you who already have taken the position, just could relax and move stops to the break-even. Just see when the target will be reached. As you can see, it's very, as we said, it's a very good moment when you have the entry point accompanied with the overbought. Additionally to other technical tools such as the previous lows, fib level, it always creates a good background and makes trade relatively safe. So the placing stop, as we said, above this area, hardly it will be washed out just occasionally, and indeed this has happened. So market just showing minus spike as we suggest, and it's collapsed. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, we have the minimum destination point of the Brent body. It stands 926 approximately. So 618 level is the minimum target. But since market is flirting with the MACD on the daily chart, as you can see right here, maybe even today or maybe Monday we could get the bearish grabber here as well, which could suggest the drop below these lows. So really could happen. I would exclude this scenario absolutely. So on the hourly chart, you could see the performance. So we said yesterday that be aware of the possible move to the XOP, and this action has happened, as you can see, although market just barely hasn't quite reached the XOP for 10 pips. And then bread and butter has started. So with the targets, how to estimate the target. So this probably will take shape some of the ABCD pattern. Currently, if it will fall down right from this point, you can see that the OP stands around 108.94, which is a bit lower than our 618 target. At the same time, if you take as the A point this top and use the COP, you will see that it mostly agrees with the daily support, with this support, it's 109.26. So it might be the COP. If, for instance, I take the A point absolute top, this was just more conservative approach for its target estimation, which would make easier to close the position when you're closing. So if you add the COP, you will see that it stands right on 109.30, which is perfectly agrees with the minimum target of the 618 support. So just keep an eye on the shape. So you easily, I suppose, could reshape and calculate the target using the same tool, ABCD. Just watch where will be the C point and how action will start. So supposedly minimum targets will be somewhere around the COP, but downward action also is possible. So just using the routine with the controlling and managing your position. So for those of you who are not entered in the position yesterday, well, theoretically, as bread and butter is not completed yet, you also could consider possible taking position with some upward retracement. For instance, as I draw here, as we will get kind of the ABCD pattern, something of that sort. It also could be the second chance to step in with the bread and butter. So that actually what we have on euro currency. On the Great British Pound, guys, if you remember the butterfly that we discussed, it's still valid, and you can see market is still keep going lower. So we do not see any reasons currently to change this setup as well. So it's still coming to the target. That's actually all that we have currently. In the weekend, as usual, we discuss in depth the recent information and what could happen in nearest time, speaking about the Fed policy, European Central Bank policy. Just need to take more in-depth view on these moments.